Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More, and I put this video together to show our third trip to Turks and Caicos. We love it there. It's amazing. It's one of our favorite places in the world to go. I'm not a world traveler. I'm not a professional, but we've been to St. Martin, Dominican Republic, lots of places in Mexico, Hawaii, Florida. Turks is just amazing. We love the small island. It's not busy. Has great grocery stores, great food, great resorts, and tons of places to explore. You can walk on beaches on some of the islands for miles without seeing another person. It's just simply amazing. So this video kind of goes over our stay at the 7-star resort, what we did on our trip. I have a lot of short blurbs, our boat trip we took, just things to do to show you as much of the island as I could. Now, be kind. I'm not a professional. Let's put this out to help people. Had my phone with me some of the time, but not all the time, so we didn't get everything, but try to get as much as we could. And quick plug for myself, I am a real estate investor. That's how we're able to afford these nice trips and vacations. So if you're interested in house flipping at all, check out my channel. I do lots of before and after videos, lots of videos on rentals and being an agent as well. Okay, that's enough about me. Let's get straight to the resort. Hey, it's Mark Ferguson. We just arrived at the 7-star resort in Turks and Caicos. We've been here 3 times now, and stayed at some pretty cool resorts, the Coral Gardens, Alexandra, and we got here and just were kind of blown away a little bit. So the first really cool thing is the grocery store is like a block away, so we can walk right to it. The other resort's a little farther away. You can walk, but it takes a while. The really cool thing though was they had someone give us a tour of the whole resort, got some rum punch when we walked in, and they showed us our room, which we got a 1-bedroom suite, but we weren't expecting that. So, and we're on the 7th floor, which is the highest level. It's just amazing here, the water, and there's a ton of seaweed on the beach this morning. They said that's very rare, but amazing place. And these must be 12-foot ceilings. And here's the bedroom. Hey, Breck. Say hi. Hi. You like it here? It's pretty cool, huh? The last 2 times we came to Turks and Caicos, we didn't bring our kids. It's just me and my wife, Jenny. But this place is so, I don't know, safe and amazing. We have no worries about bringing them. And here's the master bath, complete with a bidet. Pretty cool place. All right, so that's the room. Apparently my kids already figured out how to turn the TV on. That's great. But pretty awesome place. I mean, the best part of this island is the beach and the ocean, and got a pretty good view of it from here. So that's the room. I'm sure I'll be doing some more videos and different stuff going on the rest of our trip. Really nice to be able to do things like this thanks to the flips and rental properties and the blog and different stuff going on, the real estate team. And my goal with these vacations is to work as little as possible. So if you see stuff coming out for me, like articles or podcasts, those are already done, scheduled, so don't worry about me working too hard here. And videos like this are fun for me to shoot, so I don't really consider that work. But we'll have some more interesting stuff coming up. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll be enjoying life for a while. All right, next to the 7-star, which is right here, people keep asking about hurricane damage. This looks like a bunch of hurricane damage, but I don't think it is. They're building a new Ritz-Carlton resort right here. Those are just old properties that have been waiting to be demolished and vacant for years. You can see on that property right there, there's some roof damage. That's about all we've seen on the resorts themselves on Grace Bay. Roof damage, they said some trees got knocked down, but you really can't tell it got hit by a hurricane. Now if you go to the other side, the south side of the island, you'll see damaged houses, more damaged roofs, a lot worse. But it's really not that bad here at all. I would not let the fear of hurricane damage deter you from coming to Turks. It was not like the island got destroyed. Some of the other islands did much worse, obviously Puerto Rico, St. Thomas, St. Martin, St. John, I've heard all of those did much worse. A lot of the people actually have been moving to Turks and Caicos from those islands because this island fared so much better than those. Still took a direct hit from a hurricane, but I don't know if it was the building standards or just where they're located. It does not seem to be not nearly as bad as some of the other islands in the Caribbean, so I would not let that deter you at all. And I'll have some more footage on our trip to Sapadilla Bay of some of the hurricane damage on our cab ride over there. Alright, so we're still in Turks and Caicos, and as you can see, it's a little wavy today. It has been a little wavy the last 2 or 3 days, which makes the beach not quite as nice. It's still fun to go play in the water and play in the waves, but the kids don't have as much fun going out there. So today, we're going to take a taxi ride to that side of the island. It's only 5-10 minutes away, and we'll see if the water's calmer over there. Supposedly if the water is rough on this side, it's calm on the other side. So we'll go check that out. I'll do some videos on that side. And then tomorrow we're doing a private boat charter. Gonna check out Iguana Island, some other islands, and I'll see if I can bring my phone and do some videos of that trip while we're out there as well. And then I'll have hopefully, a bunch more cool stuff to show you guys. So we'll talk soon. Alright, taking the taxi. As you can see, we drive on the wrong side of the road here, at least for Americans. There's the grocery store. And we're off to explore another beach and see what that's like today. Alright, so we took a trip across the island to Sapadilla Beach. I was just mentioning how windy and wavy it was on the other side. And over here, it is perfectly calm, no waves. You can walk out there, as you can see over there, about 50, 100 feet and still be in knee-deep water. And then, not a huge beach, but there's also houses right on the ocean, which is pretty cool. So, very nice hanging out here, playing the water without having to battle the giant waves. So it's cool to know if one side of the island's wavy, windy, you'll probably be safe on the other side of the island. And there are more beaches in this too. There's Long Bay Beach as well, which we're thinking about checking out, which is much bigger. But this one's got the really cool shallow water. Alright, we made our way across the wilderness onto this little pergola thing out here right by Sapadilla Beach. So you can see the whole beach from here. Kind of a roundabout way to get here. A little broken path. It probably got wrecked a little bit in the hurricane. Really cool little area though. You can see all the houses on the beach, sailboats, giant yacht sitting there. And over here, the sun, I wish the sun was out. The water looks so much more amazing with the sun out. But we found a shipwreck right there. And then, I don't know if those are tanker trucks or just shipping. Looks like shipping boats out there. And then you can see some buildings back there. I don't know if they're just old or they were hurricane damage or what, but there you go. So, more of Turks and Caicos. I think this is Chalk Sound. So we're right across from Sapadilla Beach Bay, and this is kind of what you fly over when you're going to the airport. It's a big kind of inland lake. A lot of the houses you can see in the background were hit what looks like really hard by the hurricane construction, and there's a cool little restaurant up there. Kayak stuff you can take out to the lake, but it's a neat little area. It's pretty calm too, not as wavy as the ocean. Alright, so we made it back to our hotel after a day at Sapadilla Beach Bay, and you can see here the waves are still pretty good. Definitely much calmer on the other side, so good advice. It's really nice being on an island this small. If things are rough and windy on this side, it's most likely nice on the other side. And if it's rough and windy on the other side, it's probably going to be nice over here because the buildings, trees all block the wind and make it a lot calmer. Something else to think about is you can take a taxi everywhere. We've always done that before. They're very pricey. Always try to ask them before you get in the cab how much it's going to be, so they don't just leave you with a huge bill when you get out. It's like $60 for us to go 20 minutes in this taxi, and that's kind of our fault because we didn't ask them beforehand how much it would be. You could probably rent a car for much cheaper if you even take just a few drives around the island. This probably makes sense to rent a car. They do drive on the wrong, not the wrong side, but the left side of the road. So you have to be wary of that if you're from a country that drives on the right side of the road. I think next time we come here, we are going to rent a car just because we can explore more of the island. There are so many different beaches to see. Grace Bay Beach is huge. What is something like 7 or 11 miles long of uninterrupted sand. So we can't walk it with our kids. It'd be really hard to walk it by ourselves. So having a car gives you much more freedom. So I think we'll do that next time. And everyone drives nice. It's not crazy here. Speed limits are super low, so it shouldn't be too bad. So tomorrow we'll have our private boat charter. We'll see how that goes. I'll try and do some more videos then. And then, yeah, it's been a great vacation so far. Would have loved to have a little calmer ocean like we've had the last 2 times we've been here, but still beautiful, still amazing, and we still love it here. Alright, we're on our charter, and this is one of the shipwrecks from Hurricane Katrina. We're about 5-10 miles offshore. That's the south side of the island. And the water's about 4 or 5 feet deep out here. Crazy. Alright, so we stopped out in the middle of the islands, caught a couple conchs, saw a huge ray, and starfish. Pretty cool. We're on Iguana Island right now. We were here before last year with a big group, just us. That's our boat right there. Just had some conch lessons on how to take the conch out and what to eat on it. We found 2 conchs in the middle of the ocean, so that's kind of, oh, look at that. There's an iguana right there. They're all over the place. Pretty cool having our own private charter boat, because there's not 50 other people here right now. We're the only ones on the island, so really cool. Neat experience. Love this place, Turks and Caicos.
This way we know.
I'm scared. Here. Hi. Hi. Oh. That little guy wants some. Oh, other people are getting dropped off. Yeah, now you know.
The other side of Iguana Island. Alright, so we just got done with our half-day private charter. We had to take a cab to the marina, which the charter paid for, and then they dropped us off right in front of our hotel at the 7 Stars right here. Wonderful trip. I really enjoyed it. Having just our family on the boat, I thought was a lot cooler than being on a boat with 20 other people. But some of the pluses were, you know, you get to sit at the front the whole time. You don't have to fight for the best seats on the boat. We can go wherever we wanted. And they really cater to us and help us. Is nice with our 6-year-old twins, because they're in the water helping them snorkel, do different things, where with 20 other people it's kind of hard for them to give us personal care. So having said that, I still think the group trip was a lot of fun when we did it last year. So you can't go wrong either way. The group trip, they kind of take you out to the ocean out there where the waves break. The 3rd largest reef in the world. Really neat. Then they take you to Iguana Island over there, which I showed you. Cook you lunch, and then kind of take you back here. What we were able to do is, like I said, go to the shipwreck, go out on the backside of the island, go to Iguana Island, jump out, see starfish, the rays in the middle of the ocean. Did a little bit of snorkeling out there. Then we went and took a trip to the other keys. I can't remember which ones we went to, but went much farther than we did on the group trip. Got on the raft, did some rafting with my daughter Kaya, so it was a lot more fun, I thought, a lot more exciting. But either way, I don't think it's that bad. Really simple. You can book it through your hotel. Just either take a taxi to the marina, leave there, or they pick you up right off the beach, just like that boat coming in is doing, and drop you off right here. So really good time, really enjoyed it. I think next time maybe I'll buy my own boat, buy a beach house here. That'd be way more fun, but that might be more expensive too. Alright, it is our last afternoon. Just got done with our boat trip earlier today. Super nice weather during the morning, and now it's been raining the last 3 hours. Rained really hard, but we actually had a lot of fun in the pool. Pool's like 85 degrees. There's no lightning, so we thought we'd just hang out in the pool the whole time. But this is really the first time we've been here that we've seen this much rain. Usually it's really nice weather all the time. We actually met some other people in the pool who'd been coming here for 18 years and said they've never seen it rain this much either. So I would not expect it to rain much while you're here, but obviously it can happen. But there's still fun stuff to do. The pool, like I said, is 85 degrees. You can hang out in it, stay pretty warm while it's raining, pouring on you. So yeah, make the best of it. Still pretty rare. Usually the weather is really nice here. One really cool thing about the 7 Star is they have Kitt Care, which means from 8 to 5 p.m. every day you can drop your kids off, leave them there, and they will watch them, take care of them, have a really cool room with all kinds of activities. And they also do fun stuff with them, like take them out to the beach. So we dropped our kids off earlier and went to the gym to work out, and then we went back to Kids Club, and they said they're at the beach for an experiment, and then we can see them right down there from our room. So It's kind of a cool little feature they have, and really nice for us if we want to go do something without the kids. We want to take a long walk down the beach, or hang out in our room, or go on an excursion, whatever it is. And yesterday we also did walk all the way down to the peak down there, and that is Conch-Shell Haven. There's just hundreds of conch shells in perfect shape, just laying on the beach everywhere. It was really cool. So we're gonna take the kids down there eventually as well and show them that. And they have tennis courts at the resort, so you can see. They even have basketball court right there. They have a playground for the kids. You can see it back there. And then right behind that is a kids club where you can take your children from 8 to 5 pretty much every day, drop them off. You just have to pick them up for lunch between noon and 1. Otherwise they can be there, and they do fun activities. They'll watch movies. Sometimes they'll go to the beach, do different stuff. And they also have movies every night from like 6:20 to 8 where you can drop your kids off and leave them there as well, which is one of the main reasons why we chose this resort, because we'd have some time to go on longer walks or go out or do some things while the kids were at Kids Club. They wouldn't have to be with us the entire time. Okay, every morning we have a free breakfast at the 7, which is one of their restaurants here. They also have another restaurant that is out right next to the ocean, but it's very good breakfast, buffet style, but you get French toast, omelet station, eggs, bacon, sausage, pretty much whatever you could want for breakfast. Here's the workout area and spa. Workout area has quite a few ellipticals, treadmills, a few Nautilus weight machines, a little bit of free weights. Not huge, but definitely helps quite a bit if you're trying to keep in a little bit of shape while you're on vacation. Here is the pool at the 7-star. Very large pool. Not super kid friendly though. It's actually almost 6 feet deep out there in the middle. I'm 6'1" and can barely touch my tippy toes. It's about 3 feet deep over there, but it gets down to 3.5, 4 feet deep pretty quick. So there's no real toddler baby pool at all. But if your kids can swim a little bit, it's fine. They do have quite a bit of rafts around that you can use, but it's not a pool where you can just leave your young kids who can't swim and leave them in a small pool for sure. But it is right next to the ocean. Ocean's right back there. Rooms are right there on either side. And the kids, of course, love it. They would be in here all day long, 24 hours a day, if they had the choice. Alright, if you can hear me with the ocean in the background, I'm standing on the beach outside the 7-star. That's what the hotel looks like. There's 3 main buildings. The 2 front buildings are right on the ocean. The back building is kind of in between them. Our room is on the far left corner of that building on the top floor, looking that direction, if you saw from the first part of the video. Again, the beach is kind of a little rough today. I mean, if you're in California, you're used to in huge waves, much bigger than this, or Hawaii. But for here, in our experience, every time we've been here, it's been really calm. But again, we were able to go to the other side of the island where it was much calmer. So the nice thing about a real small island is it gives you lots of choices. Really cool stay here. Really like 7 stars. The Kitt Care is really awesome. Just drop your kids off anytime you want. They also have movies from 6:20 to 8 where you can drop your kids off in the evening as well. That was really neat. Right next to town. The downsides are, it's a really long walk if you want to get to Bite Reef by the Coral Gardens, where the snorkeling is right off the ocean. So it's probably a good couple mile walk down the beach. Ocean might be a little rougher on this side than over there. Hard to say. I haven't been over there too much, but still really beautiful. Can't see right now, but the sun isn't out as much. But it's been a gorgeous ocean looking day. So that's the view from out here. Alright, hope you enjoyed the video. I know, kind of haphazard how I record everything. If you have any questions or anything about the island, please leave them below. I do my best to respond to everybody. If you like the video, would love to get a thumbs up. That would be awesome. And like I said, if you enjoy real estate at all, you might want to subscribe to my channel. That's mostly what my channel is all about, is real estate, not travel. But I did like to post these videos on here as well. And we are actually thinking a little bit of buying a place down in Turks. Not sure if we will, but thinking about it, so it is real estate related. All right, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, let me know.